Yo, somebody can't have their opinion. So a man can't have his opinion, unfortunately. If you're a white man who's in hip hop, then unfortunately you need to find black women attractive, because that's what I see right here as I'm going through some of Rory's old tweets. What's good, highly evolved men? I'm sure we've heard the news of Rory and Mal of the Rory and Mal podcast possibly about to get canceled. Well, Rory is. I'm not sure about Mal, but Mal did, of course, try to come and save his homie, and you know, it just didn't work. It made things worse, man. And I will play maybe some of the clips. This is hit everywhere. TMZ, Complex, Hot 97. I don't appreciate any woman with poetic justice braids telling me what I can do and cannot do. That's whatever. Save that white boy fantasy for someone else. I'm not cutting any weave out of your hair. Yo, he goes off on the weave stuff. I mean, I know I shouldn't even be reading these back like Joe Budden said, but there was a couple on here. This one right here. It smells like a burnt weave in this bitch. Look at this one right here. How much weave was sacrificed for King Bay today? Hot 97 acting like they have weave in their hair. The bottom one right here. I don't think any man has ever said, I love the smell of burnt weave in the morning. But, you know, he went on to also talk about how he had, like, you know, black women, your girl who's a black woman, she's putting on her makeup while she's looking at the rims on my car or the rims on my tires. He had some other racist tweets, too, where it looks like now they're being taken down from the internet. Yeah, like this one right here. I never saw a good-looking black woman. Ooh, he was talking trash about Beyonce's name and their daughter. Wow. That's a big one. That's probably the one that made him delete his Twitter account.
Raging racist, right? Fine. He's a raging racist. Yeah, Rory, stop being sarcastic, because that's what they don't like about you. Is that you're being
trolling is not going to work.
You that's what they don't like about you, right? So just stop doing that, because it's just not working in your favor. But the whole entire purpose of this is there's nothing, Rory. There's nothing that you can do. That's what I'm saying. Like, I don't know if you're just in spaces just like because you want to talk, but there's nothing that you can say to change these people's mind because they don't know you. And on top of that, it's not like Rory's tweets just got resurfaced and now there's a whole group of people that want to find out what Rory cares about. They don't like you because they think you don't like Kendrick, so they're not going to like you no matter what you say. So it doesn't, like, there's no cleaning up here. So that's why I'm like, are you in here just to kick it?
I don't understand this. Like, he can't have his own opinions?
Better, because they're not here to, like, you know what I'm saying, really hear you out. They don't give a fuck. They've painted a narrative about you're not going to give an ingenuine apology because you're not sorry because you didn't mean any harm when you fucking tweeted it. So I don't know, at this point, I don't know what anybody is, like, in here, like, for. Like, other than to bash you. Are you seeing what I'm saying? But if you want to stay here and get bashed, like, you can do that.
But Damaris, the attitude, you just admitted yourself, the attitude behind it is sarcastic. It's not like, you know, he's coming off as, oh, I want to have a genuine conversation. He's making a joke out of it. He's not really trying to have a genuine conversation.
All right, let's have a genuine conversation.
I don't think he would be making a joke out of it because I don't think it's something that's funny.
Let's have a genuine conversation.
Y'all, his best friends are black, bro.
Imagine being on a space and everybody's talking about you and they're not letting you talk.
Yeah, you was caught in 4K deleting them tweets. Talk about that.
Yo.
Why were you hiding them?
Yeah, after Kate, we going,
why were you hiding them tweets?
I think we need to turn the entire thing on you. You know, blue weave is not blue ivy.
Why were you hiding them tweets? You not turning shit up.
Do you know that blue weave is not blue ivy?
Answer that.
Everything you said about me, we should go to you.
Why were you hiding them tweets? Why were you hiding your tweets?
Hide what tweet?
Oh, now you don't know. Rocky, I said
hey, yo, dog, I got a question for you right quick.
Literally right here.
You know blue weave is not blue ivy. That's racist as fuck.
Rory. Please either get off this spaces or like this shit is like at this point it's not like at this point this is insane.
Hold on.
Can
I ask my question?
Go ahead.
Can I ask my question right quick?
Get the fuck out of here.
Can I ask my question right quick?
Hold on.
He might have should have
Why
taken.
were you hiding your tweets?
Hide what tweet?
He might have should have taken his. I believe that was his co-host that's on there that's telling him to get up out of the spaces. Shut your mouth before you say anything else that's gonna hurt all of their paychecks. She don't want nothing to happen to her boss. She don't want nothing to happen to her income. So she's like, get the F off the spaces. You know what I'm saying? And then I think Maul jumped in here too later on. So this must have been when it started.
Would you tweet any of these tweets today?
Which ones?
Not.
Any of them. The ones that everybody's offended by.
One or two I've said I've joked about on the podcast already. I've definitely talked about the Beyonce thing on the podcast before.
See how he fucked it up.
But she's asking you today, Rory, today, not 7 years ago.
Rory, you gotta have better answers. Come on, bro. Like, come on, man. Like,
allow Rory to answer how he needs to answer.
If this is how he gonna answer, because listen, people clipping it up. I'm not clipping it up tonight.
Listen,
hey. One or two I've said I've joked about on the podcast already. I've fake retweets in this, but I'm not about to just apologize for a tweet that I didn't actually do, as far as saying black women are roaches or I find black women unattractive. I'm not apologizing for that because I never said that at all.
Sisters are mad. The sisters are mad.
I get that, Rory, but there are things that.
Like I'm not apologizing.
Okay, but Rory, as your friend and your co-host, okay, we understand the things that you didn't say. If you're going to apologize, apologize for the shit that you did say. If you're not going to apologize, then don't apologize. But like they're walking around in circles and shit.
Okay, all right. I've made the hood rat Beyonce joke on the podcast. Canceled the podcast. Then.
Okay, see, then get off. Now you just get off spaces.
See, she's like, nope, don't mess up our paycheck. Don't mess up my paycheck. Get off the spaces. Get off the spaces.
But I'm not about to just apologize.
He definitely did not improve that. Everything he did just made it worse. This is why not everybody should be famous. I've always said that Rory and Maul should have just stayed with Joe Budden. They should have never left the show. I understand that money got involved, and that's, sometimes the downside of when business needs to be met. Business needs need to be met. But they should have worked that out somehow, some way, got over their ego trip. That's the thing, man. Everybody got these egos these days. Get over these egos, man. Let's try to work together and get this money together and get the bigger money together. Obviously, he probably doesn't really have people in his ear that are telling him, like, hey, man, you should have deleted that. Oh, yeah, we got to play some of the Joe Budden responses.
Rory, you are in breach of your contract. And from this point forward, you are fired. And you're not welcome back.
Is this real outrage or is fake outrage? Like, people really tripping right now?
Apparently.
Man, what y'all here talking about, Rory? They canceling your ass?
Yeah, no, I hate black women. I think all black women are ugly.
I've been trying to tell them that you felt that way.
Yeah, I hate them. I think all black women are.
I can't wait to put that while else.
Ugly and disgusting. I only think white is the only pure beauty. As you know, as I tell you guys all the time, how much I love white women.
I don't know if you can really troll your way out of this one, man.
Is it racist to not find a certain race attractive? I'm not trying to take anybody's side here, but is it racist to not find a certain ethnicity attractive? Is that racist?
Think you got your hand in the man?
I'm ready to jump.
It's a grown ass man. Fuck out of here.
Whose kids are going hungry?
Fuck out of here, goofball.
Here's Maul.
Hey, next person. Fuck nigga.
Whose kids are not eating?
Who else got to talk to this
eating tonight as a result of those tweets?
Hey, Rocky, who else got to talk in this motherfucker?
Somebody else got to talk in this motherfucker? Are going hungry tonight as a result.
I don't know. They talking crazy right there, though. That's all I know.
What are y'all complaining about?
I hear is gargling, folks.
Don't worry about other people's kids. You pushing 40, you not even married with no kids. Shut the fuck up.
Isn't it interesting how women, whenever they get mad, they always have to bring up a man's age? Like, we don't have that fear that y'all have a certain time frame where you can bear children. I think that might be the only reason why women are so concerned with having to bring up a man's age every single time that they're upset with him. But yeah, that had like really nothing to do with the conversation here. I understand why he jumped on that spaces, but sometimes I think you don't need to entertain certain folks.
Yeah, I don't feel comfortable. I wouldn't even read them, but they were pretty bad. So I think people were just trying to hold him accountable and get him to at least acknowledge that in them resurfacing, there are people that weren't around back then that are hurt, that feel a way, that listen to you, that follow you, that look up to you, yada, yada, yada. Number one, I'm confused how people that have some stuff going on are not doing a forensic cleanse on their across.
You know that they all cleaning their Twitter accounts as we speak.
Found him anyway. That's all I'm wondering. I don't know.
No. I don't think so.
Okay, got you.
I haven't asked him that, but
got you. Yeah.
In 2011, them tweets were so bad they start kicking my back in. Them tweets were so bad, this mother Joe Budden brought him into the coach. I was like, I didn't know this nigga in 2011. I had no idea who he was. But do I think Rory's racist? No,
of course not. Yeah,
do I think that?
Notice how Joe Budden lost his train of thought right there. And I don't blame him, man, because he must be getting fingers pointed at him like, yo, man, at the end of the day, though, you should have did your research. You should have did your due diligence. And you should have known what this man was all about. Now, I don't think that it's really a big deal. The man can have whatever he wants to be attracted to. That don't mean nothing to me. If a man finds black women attractive or he doesn't, that's on him. What that got to do with me? I think personally, and I don't know, maybe unpopular opinion, but I think personally that hip hop has gotten soft. As I've said in other videos, we are buying records from people who snitch and letting them stream. I think in my generation, we never would even buy another album or listen to another song by somebody who snitched on other people's. And we know that they snitch because they don't even get along with each other anymore. So we know that they snitch. This goes back to somewhat what we said in the West Side Gun video that he had that with the WWE. That sometimes you got to understand loyalty and respect. It somewhat falls in that category because what happened on the Joe Budden podcast between Rory and Mal and Joe Budden, it wasn't really loyalty and it wasn't really respect because they should have worked that out. And then the business got aired out and it got aired out on social media, which is also not how I believe how men should conduct themselves. But, you know, times are different now because of the internet. This whole thing is going the way it's going right now. Even Joe Budden has had his issues with Melissa Ford and all that stuff going on now. You know, all these podcast dudes, this dude right here who's in the photo with him got fired by him. And now Complex is putting the picture up of these two guys hanging out at a party. Like if they still kick it together, man, these guys hate each other. He fired him. This is just messy, man. It's messy, man. This goes to show what happens when you let your ego get in the way of your money making. I don't know. Y'all tell me what you think. Let me know in the comments. I'd really love to hear what some of y'all think about this. And make sure you like, subscribe,